Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim World 2. We're back again in the UK. We're back again for this time to have a look on the Great Western Express again. A line that I don't think I've done anything with since it was first released. Was planning on doing rapid transit this evening, but realised I've already covered that and I didn't think I had. And the last couple of times we've done West Cornwall local that we're going to return again to next time because there's been some new scenarios added using the Class 37, etc. Doing a 4-line run. So we'll do that next time. But for now, thought I'd come back and jump in and do the Great Western Express again because, you know, well, why not? Because diesel. Good evening, Trent. If you're watching this on YouTube, then hello. This going out at some time in 2022. Other content, I've got no idea. There's some things on some days I don't know in 2022. The railway thing, the railway. I guess words. Railway Wednesday is still going to be a thing on the YouTubes, and there'll be some other things as well. There we go. How am I? I don't know. I'll click on the starty thing. We'll do the training because I haven't done any of the training. So learn how to drive a Class 166. Okay. That's a thing. Video on days. Exactly, that'll do. Yeah, since this has been on Train Sim World 2, I haven't actually done anything with it. And hi, Cryptic and Stewie. So, and Don.
This is the Class 166 in Great Western Railway livery. This unit is used up and down the Great Western Main Line, providing stopping services to thousands of commuters each week. Today, you're going to learn how to take control of this unit, start it up, get it moving, and then bring it to a stop.
Why does she sound like she's...
Start by climbing aboard the unit. Enter through the cab door in front of you.
Why does she sound like she's talking on a walkie-talkie that's nowhere near me? That's a thing. Anyway, let's pause track IR. Because this was originally out for Train Sim World and not Train Sim World 2.
And when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair.
I have a seat in the driver's chair then. I should really close that door. Oh, I close automatically. Hang on, I've opened the door. Bear with me, I was going to try and open the window.
First, you need to get the engine up and running. Start by unlocking the reverser using the master key.
Okay.
Set the reverser handle into the neutral position. That alarm is the AWS self-test system. You will need to acknowledge this before continuing. Press the AWS wheel.
I've done that.
You need to charge the brakes before we start the engine to ensure the train does not roll back. Set the throttle brake to full service.
I need to charge the brakes. How much do I need to charge them? A brake's expensive? What am I charging them? What am I charging them for? Oh, that's reverser. Hang on. I've pressed it. I've done a thing. Hang on. Brakes, that one.
When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk to get the engine running.
Oh, that made a noise.
Set the headlights to day.
Set the headlights to day. There we go.
Put the train in forwards so we're ready to get moving. Using the reverser again, set the handle into forward.
She does sound like a bit automated, doesn't she?
By setting the throttle brake to off, they will start to release.
It's quite convenient that we had that set of steps nearby, otherwise I'd have had a clue.
Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this unit moving. Ease the throttle brake handle into notch 1.
We're moving. Slowly, but we're moving. Thumbnail. Right, reach 10 miles an hour. I think we can do that. Class 166. Oh, hang on. It's horny. Set the throttle brake to off. Okay. Use the throttle brake to manage my speed. I'm managing it. It's fine. My speed is managed. I feel as though my speed is being managed and I am managing my speed. And 400 yards though, we've got to do the slowing down thing, so I better do the, you know. There we go.
You're performing great and showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring this unit to a gradual stop. Set the throttle brake handle to braking 1 to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
Well, hopefully the brakes are going to do, you know, what they're supposed to do as brakes, i.e. to brake. Okay. You've got to stop there. Braking 1. That's too much. See, if I'd have done it when you told me to do it, I would have stopped far too early. There we go.
You're ready to head out there on your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
Really? So that's it. That's all the training I'm getting then, is it? It's just like, yep, there you go. You can turn it on. You can put some lights on, and away you go. Station stopping.
Stopping at stations correctly and on time is a vital part of keeping the railway running smoothly.
Really?
Let's take a look at bringing a Class 166 service to a stop at Twyford.
What do you mean, let's take a look?
Bring the train up to speed, set the reverser to forward, and apply a small amount of power using the combined throttle brake to get us off the line.
Moving. There's movement. Okay, it only let me put it into position 1. That's useful.
Nice work so far. Once we've reached 40 miles per hour, we can start the process of slowing her back down and bringing her to a stop. Set the combined throttle brake to 5 and increase your speed up to 40 miles an hour.
Okay, that sounds quite nice. Right, reach 40 miles an hour. Oh, I won't let me do the horn. Five isn't as far as we can go, but she only told me 5. I don't want to get told off going any more than 5. 39. 40.
Now that we're at speed, set the combined throttle brake back to off so that we can just coast.
Well, if you shut up talking, I will. There we go. We are doing some coasting. Coasting is happening. Where do we got to stop? Is it going to tell me where I've got to stop? It's not telling me when the station is. Hopefully the station isn't too far away. Well, hopefully it's too... No, hopefully it's not too close, is words I was trying to do with the saying. Oh, it's up there. Come to a stop in 600 of the Yuds. Yeah, I'd already done rapid transit, so I decided to do this. I'm glad I have already, actually, because diesel. 2 braking. Why does he want me to stop here? Diesel the brand. Yeah, they make good underwear. SimHub, thanks very much for the whatever you've done. Host.
We want to aim to stop at the S-board at Twyford. Apply some brakes now and follow a gentle, smooth braking line right down to a stop.
But you told me to stop there. Why are you now? Okay. Okay, no, it's fine. You told me to stop there. Now you're going to get me to move on and go down here. It's fine. For those watching on the YouTubes, there'll be some links in the doobly-doo below. One to where you can purchase this route from the thing, Steam. One to the Twitch page where you can watch this stuff live, because that's a thing you can do. And another one to, well, if it's still going next year, the Discord server. It'll be linked down here anyway. It'll either take you to it or it won't. I am liking the diseaseliness for this. It's quite diseasely. Doing some more braking. Some braking is happening. Too much of the braking, it would seem, but some braking is doing a thing. There's also the HST on this thing as well, so I'm guessing we'll get to drive that once our instruction on this is done. Slightly overshot.
Passengers are ready to start boarding. Release the left doors using the button on the left of the desk. Wait for the boarding, then close the doors. To release the right doors, the button is on the right side of the desk, but you won't need that for now.
What? I can, you know. I was about to say the doors aren't actually opening, but they are. They are doing the opening thing. A passenger got on. Oh, one. Just be careful now. Just the one passenger. Does look nice in this livery, though. I do like the new GWR livery. Oh, hello. That was quite loud. I didn't expect it to be that loud. Oops. Sorry about that. I apologise to anyone wearing headphones.
That was great. Driver judgment plays a big part towards a nice clean stop at stations, but you'll learn that after some practice of your own.
Oh, was that it? Oh, okay. It's like, yep, you can start a train, you can stop, you can open and close the doors. That's all you need to know. Okay, what's it going to get me to do now? Is it going to get me to actually do the driving of the train now, or are you just going to do some more practicing? I'm just following through what it's telling me. Down the line. Hi, Daz. Was that the name of the... Oh, hello.
There are 3 trains available for you to take control of. Each one provides an increasingly longer journey. Which will you choose?
Well, that sounds nice. Well, we've just learned to drive the 166, so hopefully we've got a 166 that we can take. So we'll do the 166 then, and we'll save the HST. Oh, it's going to be a 166 anyway, isn't it? So that one, or that one. Let's go to the one right on the end, actually, because if service to Reading is due to depart in 2 minutes. Platform 10. Where's platform... What? 10, this one then. Better run then, didn't we? Not giving much chance, is it? Okay. There we go.
This train is a semi-fast service to Reading. Get things set up, ready for departure. You'll be heading out shortly.
Okay, so put the thing in the thing. The reverser into the forwards. The headlights onto day. And unlock the doors. So a semi-fast service to Reading from Paddington. So pretty much the full length of the run that you can do with this. Because the line starts at Paddington and goes to, well, Reading. So where are we stopping? Oh, hang on, that's not the right button. No, that's not the right button. T. So we're going from... I'm so good at this. We're going from Paddington to Ealing Broadway, Hayes and Harlington, West Drayton, Slough, Burnham, Taplow, Maidenhead, Twyford and Reading. So very lengthy run actually. It's been jumped straight into it. It's like, yeah, off you go. There's a train. Just see you in Reading. Have it double hornage? Probably shouldn't really sound that in the station. I can't open the window. Slightly disappointing. You can only open the door. Oh, hang on. Lock the doors. Ready to depart. Confirming train ready to depart, pressing the guard buzzer twice. What? Oh, okay. Never done that before. That's new. Alright, Ealing Broadway, 5.3 miles. Off we go then. What was the... so leaving here at 9:44, what time would you arrive at Reading? (10:42), so actually it's an hour run then. Blimey McCharlie.
Oh, yeah.
Naughty Gnome! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Welcome to me not being able to drive a train, quite probably. We're quite long. We are definitely quite long. As lengthy things go, we are quite long. Can gnomes be naughty? Well, they can be. Oh, I'm liking this already. Royal Oak Tube Station. Sorry, what now? Are you just spouting random... Is that what we just passed? Or was that on the... that one there? Okay. Is Larwood going to be some sort of sightseeing? No, tour guide. That's the word I was trying to think of. Alright, we got a yellow soon. Tube station Tourette's. It could be. Can we stop at Heathrow? It doesn't go via Heathrow. We're going to Reading. Does look damn nice though, doesn't it? Oh, we've got a 50 coming up now. Well, when the back of the train passes through it. Looks bang tidy, it does. We haven't given it all of the beans yet. Because, you know, speed limits. So yeah, some additional scenarios added to the West Cornwall local. So I'll do that again next week. Skippy, thanks so much for the host. Some loco hauled scenarios. Sausages with beans. Right, 3.8 miles to go to Ealing Broadway. Looking rather nice in here. We got an 80 limit. Really? Yeah, hopefully they will extend it via or beyond Reading. I was slightly disappointed when I first did it and realised, hang on, it's a Great Western Express. It only goes to Reading. Wasn't it called Great Western Main Line when they first launched it though? And then they changed it to Express. But yeah, I do like it. Any excuse to jump in a 166. Bit of Googling earlier, and guess what SCS are working on next? Texas. Andrascia. Hereford. But a bit of a trek up to Hereford from here. We've got to get to Gloucester first. Oh, that's 70. ETS 3 to be released in May 2022. Really? They would have made a big announcement about that, surely. You go about Oxford to Hereford. Hereford's the other side of Ross, isn't it? So Gloucester, surely. Hang on, don't believe everything Google tells you. Wait, no, don't believe anything Google tells you. Well, yeah, I think there'd have been more of an announcement from SCS if they were launching a completely new game. Right, Ealing Broadway is our first stop. We get to gauge the braking of this thing, just to see if I can do the braking. What if Google, well, that's a thing, then believe it. If they tell you not to believe it, it's true. I'd love to see more, like, I'd love to see the gun, I'd love to see Indian Railways, I'd love to see some Canadian stuff. Yeah, there's a lot more scope to what would be really cool to have in the future. Right, into Ealing Broadway we come. If you're new to the stream, by the way, Railway Wednesday is a thing, both on YouTube and Twitch, not at the same time. Currently YouTube's, apart from the last couple of weeks, about 2 months behind Twitch, so this is going out on YouTube in 2022. Okay, unlock the doors. Doors are opening. Welcome to Ealing Broadway. You think Trade Sim 2021 has mods that's got Indian Railways? Really? I've not seen anything. Cool if that's the case, because the Indian Railway network is huge. I am liking the dieseliness. Diesely noise? No, dieseliness for this. It is quite, well, diesely, I think is the word. Diesel. It's quite nice that it's not quiet. I don't know when these were put into service. I don't think they're recent, are they? They're quite old. Wait until 9:54. Really? You're going to make me sit here now for another 47 seconds? Fine. Is it something? I've got squelchy carpet under my feet. There you go. Where are all the passengers? Why haven't they got any passengers? So I'll sit down again. Why can't I open my window? I want to open my window. 4 seconds to go. How am I? I am good. Came into service in May 1993. What a great year that was. That was 4 years before I was born. Right, Hayes and Harlington is next. Open and close prompts will no longer appear. It's up to you to action the doors at further stops. Oh, I see. You're leaving me alone now, is what you're saying. All of the beans. Right, Hayes and Harlington is next. Then it's some other places. Hayes and Harlington, West Drayton, Slough, Burnham, isn't that the Weston-super-Mare? Taplow, Maidenhead, Twyford, and Reading. It is a diseasel. Disease. No. Calling it diesel is nearly as stupid as calling that make of trucks Iveco. Just saying. Who would do that? Oh, that sounded nice. It changed up. So yeah, looks like we're doing a do I have the Diesel Legends DLC. I have. Looks like we're doing a full line run then in this. Then we'll do the tutorial thing then on the HST, because that's also a thing with this. So yeah, there's some extra scenarios added to the West Cornwall local, because that's being released tomorrow as I stream this, sometime back in November for those watching on YouTube. So I'll do that again next time. A loco hauled service between Penzance and St Austell with a Class 37. That's just going to be pornographic. We have some double yellowage going on. So we'll do the backing off of the, oh god, not the braking, the backing off of the throttles, in case we get a single yellow coming up next. It's green actually, but we have got a 50 coming up, so we'll do a little bit of coasting. We're due in at 10:02. It's very green for London. But there are trees in London. We're heading west. Go west, as the Pet Shop Boys said. HST. Actually, the page. What? Bloop bloop. The pet. I can't. No, with the speaking. The Pet Shop Boys actually sang Go West. Not they said Go West. But they may have actually said Go West in general conversation. But they're known for singing it. Good that there's other trains on the line, because having cars and like ducks walking around would be quite frankly dangerous. Well, cars don't walk around, ducks do. They waddle. Ducks, don't they waddle? Does the duck walk or does the duck I don't know. What about East 17? Stay now. That's what they sang. Oh, that's some track changing that I wasn't really expecting. Waddle, waddle, waddle. And it's some more track changing. I'm doing lots of the speeding. Now that's what's occurring. Oh, now it goes back to a 90. Now I've slowed down to the 50. Does a duck actually duck? Well, if he's trying to go under like for a low door or something. Duck door. probably are doors for ducks. Very small door, but obviously smaller than the height of the duck, otherwise you wouldn't have to duck. Count Dracula. I love to count. Right, Hayes and Harlington is coming up here. There's a train in front of me, I'm going to crash into it. I think we're fine, it's on another line, we're okay. Donald Duck, quite weirdly, that got out of the shower with a towel wrapped around him. And yet the rest of the time, nothing. Have I had chocolate? I did have chocolate, actually. I had a pizza and then chocolate. I'm not allowed to talk about bungle since the whole, lawsuit thing. Court order. That's roughly stopping correctly. It's fine. Some of the train is on the station. We're okay. Doors are... Oh, God, she appeared. Where did she come from? Oh, HST. What's going on with that guy's hair? That's just some really bizarre... And why are you stood there? What sort of shoes are you wearing? Why has no one got any bags with them? Has no one got like a rucksack? Is it you or the picture grainy? Hopefully not. Don't be nicking trains. I'll try not to. Right, we'll close the door. Yeah, no one's got a rucksack. No one's got a briefcase. Who carries briefcases anymore? Remember, that was the thing. I used to carry, I thought a briefcase. I was that person. Just keep my sandwiches in it. Wait until 10:03. Really? Why are you getting me here so early then? Oh, hello. I can't get off. Door's closed. Hello. Why have we got door controls there if the doors don't actually open and do the thing? Let's get back in here. Oh, hang on. I see. Excuse me. I seem to... I was the wrong side of the door when I closed it. There we go. Oh. Gotta wait. Still another 30 seconds to go. No smoking. Maximum speed 90 miles an hour. Yeah, we'll see. Lots of buttons up there. What do they all do? Nothing. That's the lighty thing. And then there's... what's that? Fault light brighter. Train preheat. Train lighting on. Did it put the lighting on? Can we now got lights? Oh yeah. Wow, that's got bright. Okay, there you go. You can read now. We can now go. Okay. Oh, we've already done the thing. Hang on, bear with me. I said this was originally released for Train Sim World before then being a Train Sim World 2 thing. So, well, it's not had any updates for a while, but it's alright. Actually, I'm enjoying it. So we do this route, and then we'll do the training for the HST as well, and then at some point in the future we'll come back and do a HST run. I said I've done a lot of Train Sim World 2 over the last few weeks. I will be returning to Train Sim, but it's quite nice doing these things that I haven't done in a while. I wasn't a huge fan of Train Sim World when it first came out, but I'm actually enjoying it. It's quite nice for these sorts of streams as well, and the videos. It's quite nice having something that is only an hour route. Right, 1.4 miles to West Drayton. So the full fast service will just be in a HST going between Reading and Paddington. So that'll be probably Reading, Slough, Paddington. That'll be it. Definitely a few. Definitely a few trains. It's quite nice that there's a few. Of course, there's a few trains. And the audio's really nice. They have done the audio quite well. Uh-oh. Braking. We're going to be fine. We're okay. We're okay. It's alright, don't panic. First watching live, by the way. Tomorrow night, back with some... what are we back with? MSFS. I forgot what day of the week it was. Carrying on our flight from the UK to Fuerteventura in the 172, where last time we just about made it into Spain. And this time we're going to fly over the mountains of northern Spain before continuing over the next few weeks to get down to Fuerteventura by Christmas, hopefully. Friday night we have some ETS2 carrying on in Iceland in a rather nice truck. Saturday lunchtime is my first look at Forza Horizon 5. Unlocks for me on Friday, so I'll be streaming that Saturday lunchtime and having a first few races so you can all laugh at how crap I am. Saturday night, more trucking carrying on from Iceland, and then we're making our way over to Russia, and then Sunday afternoon back on the farm. 3 streams to go on the farm before Farm Sim 22. So people getting on, people getting off. Well, she's sort of getting on. She's getting stuck by the door. Oh, there we go. She appeared. It's like, I can't get at the door. The train's too tall. I can't get on. I don't like it. Want that one.
Mine's the gap between the train and the platform. Mine's the gap.
Wait, you say mind the gap between the train and the platform. You should mind the step. See, look, see, you can't get on the train. But no, I can't get on. Any Bus Sim 21. We tried it yesterday. Multiplayer wasn't a thing. So until we actually get multiplayer working properly, it's going to be a little while, I think. What we might do actually is over Christmas, one of the people that's in the multiplayer is going to be out of the country for a couple of weeks. So we might do it then, which means that less people in it, it might actually work properly. So that could be a thing. Right, let's get on to Slough. Sorry, what? I said we're not going to do any Bus Sim 21 because one of the key people isn't going to be here. Crisp doesn't watch half the streams, so we could just do it on one of the nights that Crisp isn't around either, and just do it with me and Larwood. They'll be fine. Right, 4.8 miles to go to Slough, and then it's Burnham, Taplow, Maidenhead, and Twyford and Reading. So a full run, unplanned, to Reading from the Paddington Bear. Definitely liking the line. It is a shame that it never got any further than Reading. It'd be nice if they had done like the next bit. But what's an hour from Swindon? I suppose. No, it'd be further than Swindon. Is it an hour? You'd probably do Reading to Bristol in around an hour. So they could probably do the next section, Reading to Bristol, and then you could do Bristol to Swansea. Going to Reading to read a book, indeed. Well, no, time. Yeah, okay. From Reading, the train goes Didcot, Swindon, Chippenham, Bath, Bristol. But I'm just saying, geography-wise, if it's saying an hour from Paddington to Reading, then in theory, an hour from Reading to Bristol would cover the same sort of distance, and then they could do another one going Bristol to either Exeter and then Bristol to Swansea. So they could actually split the Great Western Main Line up into like 5 different routes. And if by some jiggery pokery, it would be really cool to be able to then stitch them together. But I don't think you can do that as easily in Train Sim World 2 as you can in others, because I imagine doing a full route Paddington to Penzance in Train Sim World 2. That would be flipping epic. But I don't think we're ever going to get that. Well, it goes from Reading up to Oxford, doesn't it? So it splits off at Reading and goes up to Oxford. But you can come Didcot to Oxford as well, because we did that the other week in Train Sim. Right, so we've got 75 limit coming up in 1.1 miles. We've got Slough coming up in 1.4 miles. Yes, the West Cornwall local actually releases tomorrow. So if anyone's watched the last couple of weeks of streams, it actually releases tomorrow, and can highly recommend it. Octaniel. Are you 8 Daniels? Or are you an octopus? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the community. Oh, don't accelerate. Brake. Well, I should really do something. I was going to do the 313, but I couldn't find a route that I had that it would work. I could do a full-length route on it. So I should really do something with some of the DLC locos that I've got for this, because I never really do anything with them. Obviously, we did the old 1938 stock on the Bakerloo line, which was my backup for tonight, was doing the Bakerloo line again, but in the standard 1972 stock, because that's very nice. Right, into Slough we come. Unlock doors. We will unlock the doors. The doors have been unlocked. Slowly. There we go. What? That was the thing. What time's it? Oh, we got 10:15. We got to wait here till. So even despite the fact that we were running slow coming into there, we're still early. If you're new to the streams, there's a link to the Discord server there as well. So if you're into any sort of train sim, do check out the Discord. It is a community full of idiots. Some of them do like a bit of train sim. So if you are an idiot and you like a bit of train sim, go join in. I haven't done the Isle of Wight line on Train Sim World 2. I don't have it. I will hopefully be getting it. I don't have it. Looks very sloughy. It does look very sloughy. Created by an idiot. Indeed. 4 idiots by idiots. We should put that when we do multiplayer. There we go. Now we can lock the doors. Right, stop at Burnham. Right, 2.5 miles to go to Burnham. And don't forget, coming up in a few weeks' time, we've got our first look at Farming Sim 22. Looking forward to that. For those watching live anyway. 3 weeks, 2 weeks, sometime in the future. The week it releases, there'll be a whole week of farming streams. Every day that week will be farming, so there'll be no Railway Wednesday. It'll be something else, but Wheat Wednesday. Storm Chaser Mark. Is your name Mark? And do you hate the rain? Welcome indeed. And there'll be some Forza Horizon 5 multiplayer once we all get it unlocked as well. Looking forward to that one. So my first look at that will be this coming Saturday. I do like this GWR livery. It does look really smart. A mile to Burnham. Yeah, if you're watching live, there'll be a link in the chat if you want to pick up the route. If you've got Train Sim World 2, if you put !route into the chatty thing, a link will magically appear. And check it out. It definitely recommended. Is this in Berkshire? It is. Well, Reading is. I don't know if we are yet, but Reading is. Or Berkshire, spelled differently. We don't quite make it into Wiltshire because you have to come through Oxfordshire first. All of the shires. Pixels. Oh, I love this, don't I? Yay. Oh, I've braked. I won't move the camera around so it doesn't look as bad as it probably could. I'll leave it on this view just so the image doesn't change. Just while Twitch sorts itself out. There we go, it's starting to increase again. I love Twitch. It's probably going to make us wait. Oh no, actually we're late now. a long time to load the passengers on. It's like, yeah, take your time. It's not like you've got a timetable or anything to keep. You just, you just don't rush at doing the whole boarding of the train thing. Lock doors. I'm just going to sit here for a second, just until Twitch sorts itself out, so I don't move the camera and the image doesn't change, so it doesn't look overly pixelated. It is increasing slowly. Obviously Wednesday nights are popular on Twitch, and they've gone, nah, we just won't prioritise the train simming idiot. We'll just use all the bandwidth for everybody else that we actually make money from, and not this fool. There we go, we should be good now actually. Right, stop at Taplow. Is it my internet? It's not my internet. I reset it before the stream. So it's not me. I do it every day now. Just because of the panic of it. Here's my internet. Never seen it happen on another stream. Whether it's that PC, I don't know. It could be that PC. It never used to happen, in all fairness, until I switched to the streaming PC. So it could be something on that PC that's doing something. The bandwidth just drops and then slowly picks back up again. It's still not fully up to what it should be. I don't know what causes it. I never used to do it. I used to be able to stream for 7-8 hours. Never had an issue. Anywho, it's getting back up to normal speed again now. Right, Taplow is next. I reset the network driver on my streaming PC as well the other day, or last weekend, because it was 6 years old, which is as old as the PC. Right, into Taplow we come. Oh, that's some braking. All of the braking. There we go. Open the doors. Load passengers. The advantage is now we're behind time, so it's not going to make us sit and wait. I like the fact they got the Toblerones lying on the end of the platforms to stop people, walking down there. Yet the gate's open. So yeah, you can't walk along the Toblerones, but we'll leave the gate open. be HST then. Come on, passengers, get on the train. Got places to go, like reading. Lock doors. Next stop, Maidenhead. All of the beans. I might actually, because so my streaming PC is currently 6 years old, and I'm not using my old gaming rig that's sat downstairs, so I might actually bring that upstairs, retire my old streaming PC, and put my old gaming rig as a streaming PC. See what that does. Although this thing would probably handle pushing out the stream as well, to be honest. I could just go back to using one PC. Right, 1 mile to Maidenhead. And slow it down. Slow it down too much. Didn't it clear up all that crap on the ground? You know, make it look a bit nicer for people on the trains. Braking. Not bad. Right, that's Maidenhead. Open the doors. The doors are open. Are you a train? Oh, another 166 coming in. Hello, fellow train. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. The one thing that annoys me in this is the collision model of the cameras. That just the slightest thing and it goes, nope, I'm not giving you the view you want. Lock doors. We can do that. Just leave them unlocked. People fall out, it's their problem. Right, Twyford. We've got a 90 coming up. Okay, all of the beams. So this thing's got a maximum speed of 90. I bet it won't let me get to it. Well, I don't even think it will get to it only got 6 miles. And slightly uphill, 0.1%. Can we do it? Can we get to the speed limit before the speed limit drops again? At the rate we're going, probably not. $68. 69. Yeah, we're not going to get to 90. It's not going to happen. Doesn't sound very healthy. Don't do it, Captain. She can't go any faster. Who was Max? What? Who was Max in 19... Who was Max? HST coming the other way. $82. $84. We might actually do it. Yeah, who's Max? $86. $87. 1 more mile an hour. We go back to the future. $88 miles an hour. We are going slightly uphill still as well. Come on, you can do it. 90. Yay! It did get there. It took 4 miles to get... Oh, 91. I got an achievement for that. Turbo power. Of the two, I would go back to 1985. Buy some stocks in Apple Computer. Right, so slow it down for Twyford. Overtaken by a HST. A time to the big hair. Did you have hair back then, John? Slow it down. Slow it all down. Oh, it's actually quite a smooth stop. Long, slow stop, but quite smooth. Oh, I should have come off the brake, damn it. That's it, put a building right where I want to see. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Mind the gap. The bridge. The building bridge thing. Bridge building thing. Well, it's actually a lift shaft. Someone shoved a shaft in my way. So you go up the lift shaft, along the bridge, down the lift shaft. Welcome to Twyford, where there are... I can't... Is Twyford famous for anything? Don't do that view. Can't think of anything I've ever heard of that comes to or from... Comes to, trains. Comes from Twyford. Thought it was a drink. What? Reading. 4.9 miles. Right, off to our final stop then of Reading. So then we're going to do the training. Reading for 4.9 miles. Do I have to? Isn't there a movie? I've got to read for 4. Well, it depends on how quickly you're travelling. Twyford. Oh, the toilet people. Is that Twyford's? Is that what they're famous for? Making toilets? I was ordering toilets at work today. From Armitage Shanks though, not Twyford's. The annual Twyford Beer Festival. Twyfest. Oh God. Yeah, that was bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, I'm going a bit quick through those signals. Bloody hell. Signals? Why did I say signals? Points. That's the... Simpson stuff me up at Twyfest. Twyfest. Oh, HST. I wonder what the lamest festival is. There's probably some village somewhere that's got a real, like, lame festival. Like 4 people turn up to every year. Knitting fest or something. We didn't think anybody would be at the Flight Sim show. We thought it was going to be like 4 people there. First time we went to that. Flipping heck. How wrong were we? You just never know. See, there are these niche corners, these people that like to do things. They like to keep it secret. Cross-stitch Kong. There probably is a thing for cross-stitch. Sudoku Fest. There's like Sherlock Holmes conventions and stuff like that, but there's probably some really, really like weird. I'd love to go just to see the strange people. I'd love to go to one of those things where everybody dress up in like outfits and stuff from like Star Trek, and you get people dressed up as bloody stormtroopers. And oh, I'd seem to be speeding through there a bit again. Comic-Con, that's the word I was trying to think of. Yeah, I just think it'd be hilarious. We don't get that in the sim community, do we? What would we dress up as? A virtual bus driver, a virtual train driver. Turn up in a bass fishing t-shirt. Dress up as your favourite train. Pacer. Right, double yellows. And we come into reading. It's a real shame this is as far as the line goes. Yeah, you get people dressed up as red shirts, didn't you? Oh, you're not going to see the episode out. Hi, LTZ. I would like to go to an agricultural show next year. I think that's got to be a must. If Insomnia's on, although it's been bought by someone else now, if that's on at the NEC at Easter, which it normally is, then that's going to be a thing. We'll try and do a couple of meetups next year. Unlock the doors. That's a noise. Right, so that's the 166 where we did the driver training. I've done a full length route from the place to the Paddington Bears to the reading. Oh, that HST actually sounds like a HST. Oh, so good. So now we're going to do the driver training on the HST. Once it, lets me. Welcome to reading. It's probably going to tell me to shut it down, shut it all down. Train doors closed. We've got mums got here. What's that? What's that do? Climate control. Climate control. Got a fan. Doesn't do anything. Fan's broken. Dance is a rheumatic version of the Macarena. Okay. Set the oh no, off.
done on that run. It seems you can handle any service in the Thames Valley that we have to offer. Keep up the great work.
Head over to the... What? I've got to get out of the train now. Okay, hang on. I've just got to get out. Should I? I should lock the... When you hear at the beginning when she was giving me instructions. Up here to Reading. There's no trains due. Oh, I went quiet. He must have missed that. What, the whole telling her, me saying, what words? Her showing me how to drive the train. What are we gonna get? What's she getting me to do now? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's go to the main menu. Yes, I want to do the driver training on the HST. That's what I want to do. Explore training. Class 43. So we've done the class. Why is the class? Okay. Class 43 then. 5 minutes? I'll have to drive a class 43? Is that it? Need more than that, surely.
This is the Class 43 high-speed train in Great Western Railway livery. Great work on being accepted as a driver for GWR. Today you're going to learn how to take control of this iconic train, get it moving, and then bring it to a stop. Start by climbing aboard the locomotive. Enter through the cab door in front of you.
Our local radio station used to be called, well, it started off as being called WR, Wiltshire Radio, and then was called GWR. And then got bought out by Hart, and then got closed down. So, yay, well done, Hart.
Take a look around, and when you're ready, have a seat in the driver's chair. First, you need to get the engine up and running. Start by unlocking the reverser using the master key. Set the reverser handle into the neutral position. Now, this is the best part, hearing the engine revs build and starting to feel the power this powerful locomotive holds. When you're ready, hit the engine start button on the desk there.
On the desk where? On the desk there. I was going to see if I can open the window.
Things start to get a little more complicated from here, but we'll take it step by step. Set the headlights to day headlamp and markers.
Wait, so I number uplifted? Okay.
Put the train in forwards, so we're ready to get moving. Nearly there. Now apply some power and get this train moving. Ease the throttle handle into notch 1.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's that rumble. Okay, that shouldn't be allowed.
I think this is fast enough for now to maintain our current speed.
That's my new favourite noise. Hang on. Yeah, that's definitely a noise. Oh, it actually sounds nicer in the cab. All right, 700 yards, and we got a red.
You're performing great and showing real confidence. All you need to do now is bring the train to a gradual stop. Set the train brake handle to initial to apply a small amount of braking force and let the brakes do the rest.
Yeah, I think they have. I can't remember it sounding this good in Train Sim World. Wow, is all I can say. Okay, it's going to put me in a situation where I'm going to have to give this some beans. I may go quiet when that happens. Can I recommend getting this line? Oh yes. Just for this, just this. This is the reason. Ignore the fact that it just does Paddington to Reading. Just this. This is why. If you don't find this an awesome noise, then you're just something wrong with you.
You're ready to head out there on your own now. If you remember everything I've shown you here, you will do just fine.
You reckon? No, I don't want to continue the journey because that's the one. No, I don't do. Don't make me do. No, because that's the one I didn't want to do. No, you're going to put it back in the 166 again. No, no. Okay, main menu. Yes, I want to go to main menu. Just let me drive the HST. Right. Explore. Timetable. Actually, scenarios. What have we got? Westworld. 45 minutes. Christmas closures. High speed service out of London to West Country ready. Departure. Let's look at the timetable. High speed train. Continue. Bristol meets London Paddington. Drive a high speed train. Last portion journey back to Bristol on the Thames Valley, Reading to London Paddington. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Christmas. Easy Christmas. It won't be long. 2 months, it'll all be over. Back to work. Stop at Slough in 18 miles. Are we ready to go? Is it all set up? What's going on? What's happening? What's the thing? Master key unlocked. Enter forward. Lights on the day. Right, so 18 miles to Slough. Brakes off. Let's do this. That's a noise. That's definitely a noise. Yeah, still too early for Christmas decorations. I won't throw my bit of tinsel over my monitor for at least another 4 weeks. These things have got there's a door down there that runs along the side of the engine. You can't actually do anything with it in the game. That's a shame, really. They didn't actually have that modelled. Right, so we're going to Slough and then Reading. 50 limit coming up. So we should get to go on one of the high speed sections. Hopefully. 100-mile-an-hour limit coming up. Oh, baby. Come on. Is it going to actually let me get to 100? That's going to be the thing. .50 limit currently. Trying to accelerate slowly. I used the horn and got a reward. Right, once the train passes, that should, yep, there we go. Right, it's all of the beans. 100 limit. These things are never that rapid at accelerating, but it's always quite smooth. You never actually felt the acceleration, which is, I loved being a passenger and hearing that creaking of the carriages as you sometimes you looked out and it was so smooth at pulling away from stations that sometimes you never even noticed you were moving. It's like, oh, we're moving, which was the wonderful thing. And I always remember, standing in between the carriages when you couldn't get a seat and just having that rocking motion and just the noise. Oh, it's just one of those just awesome bits of engineering. It's a shame, as it almost going to be a generation that won't ever get to experience it. That diesel smell, yeah. Yeah, I never got to experience steam. It was always diesel for me. But my old man grew up in an area where steam trains were the norm, and then obviously diesels. And now we got these stupid overhead wires and electric stuff. Right, so we've got a 125 limit now. So keep the throttle all the way open. Yeah, I've been on a steam train down in Paynton. And it's a different experience, but they're only running at slow speeds. But I just imagine how awesome it would have been to be on a steam train at, you know, full chat. Even these now, the noise and the sound, you know, the sound and the feeling that you just don't get. I've not been on one of the new electric trains. The last train I went to London on was the HST. Right, 100 miles an hour. We're still accelerating. Yeah, I'm glad I did this line. Flicking around through some of the ones that I hadn't done, and really glad I came back to it. So we'll make a return back to normal train sim. So we'll do West Somerset local again next week, and then we'll get ourselves back into normal train sim. You start planning the big adventure, the big trip. Alright, 10 miles to go to Slough. 109 miles an hour. I'm not sure. There are a couple of steam trains that have got higher line speeds. Both levers all the way back. I really fancy, after watching some videos on it, I really fancy taking a trip on that Lumo, the cheap train running from London to Edinburgh. Because it's like 30 quid at the moment. Return to Edinburgh, 4.5 hours. I'm thinking I can get an early train into London from here, train from London to Edinburgh, spend a few hours in Edinburgh and come back again. What an awesome day out that would be. I don't think we're going to hit the 125 somehow. 160 or 117 now. So yeah, so tomorrow night back with some more MSFS, carrying on our flight from the UK to the Canary Islands in a 172. Where last time we entered Spain, and this time we got to climb up over the mountains in northern Spain, which is going to be interesting. Friday night back with some more trucking, carrying on in Iceland in a rather nice sounding truck. Saturday lunchtime, my first look at Forza Horizon 5. Saturday night, more trucking, and then Sunday afternoon on the farm. I think that cheap rail service thing, I think that they're onto a winner there. You know, get rid of first class, get rid of the stuff you don't need on a train. People just want to get from A to B cheaply. That's what you want. You don't want fancy, you just want something that will transport you. That's why, you know, Megabus have got a good business model. that's how budget airlines make money. You know, get you somewhere, as long as you get there safely and you've got a seat, you don't really care. I quite happily, you know, and apparently the seat's quite comfortable. You know, 4.5 hours on a train, thanks very much, that'll do. Yeah, they want to stop at Stevenage and somewhere else as well, isn't it? But I think that would be a, you know, West Coast or East Coast main line's really popular, but so is where I am, Bristol to London. Imagine them launching a cheap service, because at the moment it's horrendously expensive to get from Swindon into London if you want to go peak. It's like 80 or 90 quid for an hour on the train. Alright, 2 miles to go to Slough. Everything's expensive. Yeah, especially fuel. Had my holiday confirmed at work today, so I finished for Christmas on the 17th of December, back to work on the 4th of January. So 2 weeks off, and only plan on leaving the house once in that 2 weeks. I cannot wait. Slowing it down. No ballet lessons over Christmas. There's that noise. Do I live in a bungalow? No. I'll do. We'll stop there then. Unlock doors. So, a needle pulling thread. We've got to Slough, and then we go to Reading. I live in a 3-story mansion paid for by YouTube millions. Uh-huh. My YouTube earnings go down each month. It's not really doing it right, is it? My Twitch earnings go down each month. I'm a reverse streamer and YouTuber. Every time I put content out, I lose subscribers. Every time I stream, I lose subscribers on Twitch. Wait until 10:39. But I don't give a damn. I'm not. If I was in it for the money, I would have done a completely different way of doing videos, and I would have gone for the bloody clickbait stuff, and I would have only put content out that people wanted. No, I put content out that people enjoy watching, that I enjoy doing, and that's all I care about. I care about the community and the enjoyment. I don't give a damn about the money. I'm going from earning millions to only hundreds of thousands. Everything. No, I haven't stopped uploading OMSI. OMSI's still going out every single Monday. It's nothing to do with OMSI. Right, lock the doors. Reading, 17 miles. Yeah, that's definitely good for the environment, isn't it? All that diesel smoke. Right, 17 miles then to get to Reading. It's great. Look at it. It's lovely. No AdBlue here, is there? He didn't put AdBlue tanks on the HSTs. Right, so it's both levers back and wait to accelerate. Achievement unlocked, 0.1 global temperature. It is probably why they last so long. And yeah, on a clear night I could hear the HSTs pulling out of the station here. And as a youngster, I used to go into Swindon Station and would hear them coming in and out, and did a lot of travelling on trains. Used to go up down to Birmingham by train, used to go back and forth to London because my parents were from London, so they had a family up there. It was easier to go by train than it was to drive for my old man. So yeah, I spent a lot of time on HSTs. I think the last train I went on was a HST coming back from Bristol. 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. Right, so 15 miles anyway to Reading, and then I'll look at this line will end. See, over Christmas, between Christmas and New Year, not sure which day yet, there will be a long train sim stream going from Penzance to Paddington, probably in a pacer. We've done Paddington to Penzance, we've done Edinburgh to London, but this year is going to be Penzance to Paddington. And also over Christmas is going to be a long trucking stream. We're going to go from Moscow to Iceland in one stream, and we'll do a long farming stream as well. So by long I mean sort of 7 or 8 hours. So they'll start about 10 AM and run through till about 6 PM. Or they'll start at midday and run through. I don't know yet. I haven't quite worked out the logistics. That would involve planning. A 12-hour farming. I'd probably do a bit of fun if I'd split it up. So I could probably do a couple of streams in a day. Don't know if I could do 12 hours in one hit. Look at that paint job. It's so good. Shiny. Happy people. Yeah, I could cope with that. You know, I'd quite happily do a morning stream. So like 7 a.m. till like after lunch, break for a few hours and then come back again. I could cope with that. Oh, that wouldn't be an issue for me. I've got the bladder of a camel. It's just been able to keep going for that amount of time. And it's more difficult when, like the last train sim one we did, coming back from Edinburgh to London, I was really struggling towards the end of that. Because I don't know that part of the country so well. I had no idea of distance. So it's difficult to know in my mind how long I had left to go. Whereas when I did obviously London to Penzance, I know how far it is. I've been down to Penzance loads of times. So as you're coming down into Cornwall to Plymouth and then across to sort of Truro and stuff, I know in my head, oh, you know, you in your head you're going, oh, we've only got this much to go. Coming down from Edinburgh, I didn't have a clue. So I was really struggling to keep going. Wonderfully, the stream then decided to throw a lot of donations at me. And that sort of boosted my spirits, and we got there in the end. But that was one of the toughest streams I've done. Yeah, that was the difficulty as well. People there at the beginning, people there at the end, but people disappeared. So it's like, oh, I'm going out for a few hours, I'll come back. It's like, oh crap, I'm still going to be here. With farming and stuff, where there's other people around on the stream, it's different. With trucking, it's different because people will come and go. But with train sim, it's just me. So that's a difficulty.
Yeah.
Viking Bulldog, thanks very much for the follow. I will do it. There will be the Penzance to Paddington in one hit, because that's become a yearly thing now. I'd thought about that, getting people in voice. We'll see. Next year, once COVID's out of the way, I'd love to do one of those and have people actually here. So if I got people to my house, then we could almost split the driving. So, you know, doing a long journey like that, 7 or 8 hours, if I had, you know, a couple of people here, we could take it in shifts. So I could just hand over the stream to someone else for a while. And I could take, you know, a bit of time off, set up another mic in here so I can still do some talking, but could eat, you know, have a drink, and let someone else do the actual train driving. You like trans? As we all should. Right, so 5 miles to go to Reading. It just looks so good, doesn't it? It's just okay. It's an hour's line, which is fine, but it'd be so much nicer. Imagine doing a couple of hour trip with it looking like this. It'd be like, ah, ha, 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 ha. I got 95 coming up down here. Oh, see, that noise of it spooling down is quite special. Very nice. I'll slow it down a little bit early. It's just such an iconic bit of engineering. It really is. And don't forget, it was only put in as a stopgap. It was never meant to be a long-term thing. It was only introduced into service in a hurry because the APT wasn't ready. Right, we got a 60 coming up, and we got a yellow. Slowing it down. There's always a noise that amazed me when they pull out of the station. The 40-year stopgap. They're still in service. Well, yeah, this and the Pacers are only pulled. The Pacers are only pulled because of accessibility, wouldn't it? I watched yesterday on the APT. Oh, if anybody wants something interesting to watch, it's on UK TV Play. Hornby, about the Hornby Model Company. Yesterday's one that I watched, I don't know if it was actually on TV. Watched it last night when I went to bed, and it was about the APT. They're making a model of the APT train, and it showed you the brief history of the APT, and went to the one that I've been to in Crewe, where in the background they've now got HST. So for a split second I was thinking, ooh, it's going to be worth going back to Crewe, because they've got HST there now as well. I went to Crewe a couple of years ago for a meet-up. We weren't even there an hour. It was about 40 minutes and we left. It was like, yeah, oh, this is not great, is it? Right, in we come then, into Reading. Sense of Dujanvais going on here. Without smoke. Smoke. I really should sort that camera collision out. Yeah, again, that was supposed to be a meet-up for this year, was York. We're going to do a weekend, travel up on the Saturday, visit a museum, York, spend the night, travel back on the Sunday. But didn't happen. That's why I'm only going to plan like maybe 2 meet-ups next year. Because there's less and less people now in the community that would be interested in doing them. Right, in we come into Reading. Slowly in the HST. I've done the London dungeons years ago. I love London. London for a day out to do the whole touristy thing. I used to go every year and do walk from Trafalgar Square down to the embankment, along the embankment, the Tower Bridge, back along the South Bank, back along House of Parliament, back up through Hyde Park, Oxford Street. You know, it's a brilliant day out, and it's only an hour from me. Yeah, that's part of the thing, John. You know, a few years ago we were doing a meet-up a month. So I will plan a couple for next year and try and give people as much notice. Say Insomnia Gaming Festival at the NEC, if that's on at Easter, will be a good one. And then something in the summer. I'd love to do something for my birthday in February, but February's awkward for a lot of people because it's just after Christmas. But we'll see. Keep an eye on the Discord. I will post some things. Right, anyway, we've made it to reading in the HST. So we did a full line run in the 166 and a little trip in the HST, which certainly makes this DLC worthwhile. Move my birthday. Let the Queen have two. There we go. One thing we'll do, we'll have a look at the... oh, it's a brief ride, isn't it? I won't do that. So yeah, definitely worthwhile. If you want a good DLC to look at, let's get the audio back. There we are. Then Great Western Express, definitely worth a look. Next time we'll go back to the West Cornwall local, said that's released tomorrow for those watching live. There's scenarios added that include a loco hauled run from Penzance to St Austell. So that's going to be quite nice and noisy. So we'll come and do that next week. So there we go then. We will end there. Really enjoyed that. Considering this morning I didn't have a clue what run I was going to do. Next stream then, back tomorrow at 7 o'clock for some multiplayer flying. 4 of us, I think, will be in flight tomorrow up over the mountains in the 172. That's going to be interesting. Back on Friday with some trucking. Really looking forward to that one. Saturday lunchtime, Forza Horizon 5. That's going to be good. Saturday night, more trucking. And then Sunday on the farm. So plenty of stuff, including more things next week. So thank you to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2 hours exactly. When's truck racing? To be honest, we haven't really got enough people to do stuff like that now. There's not as much interest to do that sort of thing, which is why we've just been doing trucking and flying. It's stuff like Forza 4. When you've only got 4 of you, it's not as good. Hopefully with Forza 5 we get a few more people interested. I'm trying to get a few more people to join us in some of the multiplayer stuff so we can do more of it, but it's purely for numbers. Anyway, I was going to say, I've forgotten now. Yes, thank you to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last couple of hours. Nobody in voice with me today, apart from the voices in my head to thank, and they just argue all the time. So thank you to Dylan and Nightbot for doing no moderation, to Viking, to Storm Chaser, to Octane and Naughty Gnome following, SimHub and Skippy for doing some hosting. Thank you very, very much indeed. There we go. Back tomorrow night then for some flying. Until then, if you have been, never leave the house without clean underwear on. Until tomorrow, goodbye.